Welcome, Wolves fans, to Tracking the Wolves. This week, I'm joined by head wrestling coach Pat Timm. Coach, you just got back from Birmingham, Alabama. Talk about the experience down there for the student athletes and performance of Anthony Bruno and Matt Muehlner's.
It's a festival. It goes on every 4 years, so they make a pretty big deal about it. They have an opening ceremony. This year, we had it at a private collector's museum pretty much, and he has his own racetrack, and he probably had over $100 million worth of collectibles with motorcycles and cars, and it was a neat facility, and they fed you a meal, and it was kind of neat to walk around, so the guys kind of had to do that right away, and then we just kind of hung out in Birmingham, waited to wrestle till Friday, and there was a lot of athletes around, so it's kind of a little different, but it was nice. Birmingham did a good job of hosting the event, and I think Anthony and Matt will take away a good experience from what they took from the event itself. But, then we got the wrestling going and started on Friday. So it was kind of a long week, but a good week.
What did it mean for Anthony going back to his home state and being the only student athlete there from Alabama? I know we got some good press for that, but what did that mean for him going back in front of his family and friends?
I think it was the motivation factor of how he got there. I think, he was 100 miles from his hometown. So it was a nice thing, nice addition for him, and he did get the red carpet rolled out for him a little bit. A hometown hero, they called it pretty much, and he had a pretty neat thing at the Boys and Girls Club. They gave him a lifetime membership, so it was kind of neat. We did some community engagement. Went to the Boys and Girls Club in Bessemer, Alabama, which is a lower poverty-stricken area, and it was fun to work with those kids for a couple hours, and it was just kind of neat, an experience for him. I think, he'll never forget it.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about Matt Muehlner's. Obviously, he's had a storied career here. First four-time All-American in Northern State history, and two-time national champ. Matt finished second. Great effort in the tournament. What has he meant to the program?
I don't think you can even sum it up in words what he's done for our wrestling program. He's just been that anchor. He's been that person that has done everything he ever asked, and is accomplished such great things that, I don't know that there'll ever be another person. I hope there is somebody else like him, coming through. But, somebody's got some big shoes to fill for that, and he has 15, so they are big shoes actually, really. But, no, I mean, we're going to miss him extremely, and just he's still going to be around. He's still be a great advocate of Northern State wrestling, and, it's one of those things to just move on to another part of his life. But again, he'll still be around to help whenever we need him.
What's the next chapter for Matt right now? What's he looking at doing?
I think he wants to be in the college level coaching. He's got some pretty good opportunities that he's going to be looking into. He, as of right now, he still wants to train for the Olympics, so he's going to try to train for 2016, get in the freestyle circuit, and get moving on that direction. But first, he's trying to find a place where he's going to go train, and that's kind of the next chapter that he's looking for right now.
Good. Well, can you give us an update on the recruiting class? How's recruiting going? And I know we've signed a couple of student athletes. What does it look like for next year for the Wolves?
Right now, we're basically running fast. Once our season gets over, that's kind of when we start bringing in all these recruits, and we bring them in on weekends. So the next month to 2 months is basically our recruiting time. So we'll be bringing kids in. Hopefully, we got one coming in next weekend from Washington. We're pretty high on him. We got kids that will be coming in here. It's just kind of wrestling season clashes with each other, so it's kind of tough to get them in during the season. So now we're getting them in right after the season, get them in. But I think it's looking good. I mean, we got some great prospects that we're thinking can help our program right away, and we'll kind of see where that goes here in the next month.
How important was it to have the state wrestling championships here at Northern State, and you get the student athletes warming up in this facility and seeing that facility? How important that is to your program?
I think it's a great. It's a great builder. I think that people have come here and seen what our wrestling room was before. Now they see our facility, our wrestling room, our weight room. They see that we're all in. And I think that is important for student athletes, their parents, families to see that we're supporting their program. We're supporting in athletics, not just wrestling, but everything. And I think it's great. Anytime we can showcase what we have here is great opportunity for us.
Good. Now in the wall back here we have kind of the legends here. We've got Matt Muehlner's two-time national champ, Dave Harvey, two-time national champ, Doug Newhart, national champ. when you walk in here and see those names, I met Dave last week for the first time, and just a great individual, loves wrestling, loves his career at Northern. What does it mean to have these guys kind of looking down in the facility and in terms of what the student athletes coming in here?
Well, you know, I think it's the goal. The ultimate goal is win a national title. I mean, we got a banner for All-Americans. We're going to try to maybe spruce it up a little more in here with All-American plaques, things like that. But you know, the ultimate goal is to be a national champ. You know, it's just the way it is. And if people can come in here and look and see, you know, there are national champions here. You know, and we just had a multiple national champion. You know, I think that gives people a sense of pride, and it gets them, hey, I want to come here. I want to do this.
Good. Well, as you can see, this facility is very impressive. We're very excited about it, and in terms of recruiting and where it's going to take our wrestling program. So if you haven't had a chance to come in the facility, please stop in, and I'm sure Coach Timm would be happy to give you a tour of the facility. But until next time, go Wolves. Take care.